Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Six Pack and a Passport. I am your host, Mark Komar, and I'm happy to have you guys. Thank you for joining me on these episodes. On today's episode, it's a great one because I get a chance to answer one of my supporters, which I greatly appreciate you, brother, for asking this question. Mr. And I'm sorry if I butchered the name, Timisto. Go check him out. I put him right here. Go check him out. But he asked a great question: how to grow, the best way to grow muscle, and the best exercises for that. And that's a great question. I'm going to address that today, okay? So thank you for your support. I think you listened to the Train Before You Train video that I put up a little while back. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. But you're doing that. You're already taking the lessons, bro. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. I'm not a gamer, by the way. He is a Fortniter. So go check him out on his website. So let me address your question. Before I get to your question, let me just give those in case you don't know why I am the one answering this question or why he's asking me. If this is your first time on the platform or you don't know who I am, my name is Mark. Like I said, I've been a certified licensed trainer for the past 21 years. I know I don't look that old, but I am. I dyed the gray hairs in my mohawk. That's what it is. So, yeah. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, guys, from Bally's in Cleveland, Ohio, to building a business in Atlanta, Georgia, taking out to Los Angeles, getting a chance to work at Equinox there, and then taking back on my own to train celebrities, Miss Gabrielle Union Wade, Mariah Carey, Stevie Wonder, just to name a few. So I am NASM certified, so I do have a little bit of autonomy or the ability to have a little authority on what I'm talking about, okay? And I hope the way I explain this will help you guys take it further and you can apply it to your life, all right? And I've trained hundreds of people in the past 20, hundreds, maybe thousands of people in the past 21 years. So people have seen results. I've even done competitions. This little one award I did back in early 2006. I'm dating myself again, but like I said, I'm 40, so 21 years of training. I've done it all in training. All right, so I kind of know what to expect in this business, but also to how to deliver the information. Currently, for the past 5 or 6 years, I've been behind the scenes still. I've been working for a lot of prominent social media influencers on Instagram, helping them ghostwrite. I ghostwrite their workout programs for them to sell to their specific audiences, to help them keep their businesses going in that. So, and I work with my life partner, Miss at Tiana Joelle on Instagram with her 100,000 plus followers. So I am in the game constantly. And besides, I hope I look the part. I work out too every day. I run my miles, all that stuff, eat clean. So this is something I do. All right. So let me help you address your question. And I will say this: you asked a very good question. It's very direct. However, let me just preface this by saying, unfortunately, the answer is not as direct as the question that you asked, okay? But I'm going to try to make it as clear-cut as I can and still give you what you need so you can take it and implement it into your life to get the results you're looking for, okay, Tim? So how to grow muscle, or the best way to grow muscle, and then the best exercises. So the real question that needs to be asked and then answered is, you need to know your body type. Unfortunately, so many of us don't understand our body type, and then we try to go into activity that you see me do or someone else do, and you're wondering why you can't see the results like building muscle, right? Well, because you don't necessarily know where your body type is and where you stay or stand with that. And because within knowing that, then you can train accordingly, and you can devise a proper nutritional lifestyle for yourself so you can get the results you're looking for. So in this case, muscle, you will fall within 5 body type styles, okay? And once you know which body type style you fall within, then you can know how to address your ability to build muscle within that, all right? So I hope that makes sense, number one. So what are those 5 body type styles? Let's talk about it. So you have Endomorph, you have Ectomorph, you have Mesomorph. Then you have a hybrid of Endo-Meso and Ecto-Meso. All right, and I'm going to leave some notes, maybe here on the screen or somewhere where you can in the note section, so you can go back and research this on your own. So let's talk about it. You have endomorph, ectomorph, mesomorph, right? So endomorphs are more your common person body style. You're more stout. You gain weight easily, but you find it hard to take weight off, extremely hard, right? Like you've seen these people, probably about on average 5'8", somewhere between 100 and 95 pounds at 225, and it's like they have the hardest time. But you see them work out all the time, but they have the hardest time trimming down, right? So they endomorphs, thick thighs, square waistline, if you will. All right, so that's an endomorph, right? They have a hard time taking weight off. Then you have those who are ectomorphs. Ectomorphs are more your slim frame people, right? They have a hard time gaining weight. You've seen these people, they're slender, maybe even say skinny fat, but they eat everything underneath the sun, and they don't, you see them eat everything and they never gain weight, right? So that's more of your ectomorphs, right? And then you have your mesomorph. Now these are what we see more athletic, your football player type style, broad shoulders, small waist. They gain both fat and muscle relatively easy, with very minimal workout, right? You see these type of guys, you see them walking around the street, you're like, yo, you must work out every day. He's like, nah, not really. And then they go in the gym, and it seems like overnight they pack on even more muscle or size, right? And even for ladies, they might have that stature where it's like she looks fit, but she might be in that mesomorph standing, okay? So then you have the hybrids, and this is where I can speak, because I'm actually in a hybrid, not to be, I'm hybrid, but I am. You have your Ecto-Meso, right? So remember we talked about your ecto, slim nature, and then your meso, more of a broad shoulder, athletic style, small waist. Find it easy to put on weight and take it off, kind of in between there. But you also are more slim frame, so that's me. I have to watch it, because when you're a hybrid like an ecto and meso, if I stop working out, if I stop with my nutrition, then I actually lean more towards that ecto side, where I get slim and I get that skinny fat, or I'm just a slender guy, okay? Then you have your endo-meso, right? Who, again, they can gain weight quickly, or, and they can take it off. It's hard to take it off, but it's not as hard as it is for endo-meso as it is for just a regular endomorph, right? An endomorph has a hard time taking off the weight, right? But if you're and it gets kind of tongue-tied, right, with this, but if you're an endo-meso, you still can take off the weight. You find it easier than, say, just a regular endomorphic person, okay? So these 5 categories, though, are important for you to research for yourself, okay? That's why I'm giving this to you, because you asked a very good question. The best way or to build muscle or grow muscle, and it's not as simple as just saying, hey, if you go do 3 sets of 15 reps on squats, you'll be fine, or 5 sets of 8 reps, you'll be fine. Where does your body lie within those 5 body styles? Because let's take me for an example, because I can only speak from what I know right now, because I'm not one-on-one with you or anybody watching. I told you I'm a hybrid. I'm ecto-meso, right? So if I put on muscle fast, or I put on weight, no, I shouldn't say fast, but relatively easy. But if I were to stop with my workouts or my nutrition, then I would lose everything that I have, right? And it would take time now, because I've been doing this for 25 plus years working out, but it still I would lose it, right? Whereas someone else in my shoes who, like we said, is an endomorph, they just have a really hard time losing weight, right? Because of their stature, and we could talk about genetics and gut biome and all that stuff. We could talk about all that a little bit later, but just for simple face value, me knowing that I'm a hybrid, now I know how to train myself, because, okay, like I said, I have to be in the gym and I have to lift heavy, because I am a slim frame person. Naturally, I'm leaning more towards that ecto, right? So therefore, I have to lift heavy in order to be able to see the results that I want to see. So I know for me, because I know where I fall, when I go in the gym, my sets need to be more of a set, rest for 45 seconds to maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but go heavy majority of the time, right? Because that's my frame, especially now that I've been training for so long. I hope this makes sense to you. If you fall in the endomorphic side, though, once you know you're endomorph and you have a hard time losing the weight that you have, right? You don't want to do the same type of set rep counts that I'm doing. You want more of a circuit-based style of training. And then you want to even break it down to where you go circuit to where you go large muscle groups, small muscle groups back to back, and then have an active rest, because that'll be more beneficial for your body to be able to tap into the lean muscle mass that you want to bring out more, extract more from your workouts. Okay, does that make sense? So your question, like I said, is not as easy as just saying go do this and you'll be okay. All right. And so then that leads me to the second part of your question: the best exercises for you to do. The best exercises are, again, relative to where you are and your, within F5 body styles, and then where you are along your wellness journey. You can be a 25-year-old young man who's never exercised, and I don't know, you're a gamer, so I don't know, I'm pretty sure you're behind a computer a lot more hours out of your day than doing any physical activity, which is fine. So exercises for you, yeah, we can say go do squats. And, go do chest press for chest, go do back pull-ups, hit the large muscle groups. But you want to think about this. It's hard to just say that definitively, because you have certain motor patterns that you have been routinely kind of repetitiously putting your body through, if I can talk, guys. Putting your body through. So just for you to come out of a chair after gaming, for 5-6 hours, and you've been doing that 6-7 days straight, your hip flexors might be tight. Your longissimus is lengthened, but it's a little bit weaker. So, there's issues that you want to correct before you just say, hey, go straight into weight loading the spine and then trying to do a heavyweight squat because you want to gain muscle. All right. So it's not as clear cut as that. Yes, the old adage that you may have heard through YouTube and other quality, people out there, because there are quality people out there. Yes, hitting large muscle groups to build muscle, like your squats, like I said, like your pull-ups, your back, your chest press for your chest. For just basic terms, large muscle groups, yes, those are the best exercises to build muscle. But again, like I said, if your hips, lumbopelvic, or if your spine, if your lumbar is weak, if you have a disc slippage, if whatever it might be, if you haven't corrected these issues, or if you haven't worked on the stabilizers around your larger primary movers, then you'll be in trouble. So you just don't want to say right away, this exercise is perfect, because it depends on where you are in your wellness journey, your everyday activities, and you want to make sure you go with the right professionals. And I think it's great, like I said before, you asking this question. I know it's been a little long. I'll be wrapping up here shortly. Keep asking the right questions. Do the research. Take what I just gave you guys, go research these topics, go research these ideas and these thoughts, and then try to apply what works best for you, okay? If you want to work with a professional, I highly recommend it. If it's me, I'm here. If it's someone else, great. But just make sure you keep pursuing and asking the right questions and doing the right training before you train, okay? But those, I would say, that is the foundation you want to check into, those 5 body type styles. Where do you fall within those 5? And then that'll help you understand how you can build muscle better, quicker, and then you'll find the right exercises to do within that research that will work most advantageous for you to see the results you're looking for, all right? So thanks for the question, brother. Take care, and if any of you have questions out there, or if you have more questions, fam, obviously I'm here, and I'll do some videos to help you guys out, okay? Talk to you shortly. Have a great one.